Hey everybody, quick video for you. I've been thinking a lot about the topic of grace, and I just want to touch on it real quick. The scriptures teach us that it is grace and grace alone that saves us. While work cannot save you, you can't buy your way into heaven with your good works. Work is absolutely critical and coextensive with grace. Let me give you an example. I have a 9-year-old son, and it's his job to always maintain this front porch, to make sure it's always swept off, cleaned up. As you can see, I've got a bunch of sticks out here that the dogs bring in. It's his job to get all of that cleaned up. Now, because he's a 9-year-old, he's bound to miss some things, like these sticks right down there. Sometimes he forgets to put the broom away. Because of my grace, I still love this boy, I still feed him, I give him the necessities of life. But I do have an expectation. I expect the young man to do the best he can. Sometimes he's going to mess up, and because of my grace, I'll let it slide or I'll pick up the slack for him. And here's the reason why. Through his work, he's going to grow. He's going to develop muscles that he didn't have otherwise. He's going to develop a keener eye for attention of detail. And he'll be able to use these skills to develop a work ethic. He'll become valuable to employers. He'll become valuable as a husband who can take care of a home. And it's because of the work that I expect him to do that he can become. Now again, because of grace, I save him. I keep the roof over his head. We keep the kitchen stocked with food. He never wants for anything because of grace. And yet I do have this expectation that he work and grow and develop. Imagine for a second that I was perfectly fine with my child sitting on the couch all day watching movies or playing video games or staring at cell phones. My grace is what would still keep his dinner plate full and the roof over his head. He would still be saved. But what would he become? He'd just be a bump on a log. He wouldn't have any skills or attention to detail or work ethic. He would have no value to employers or even to our society. This is why God expects us to work. Yes, he'll save us by grace, but who cares? What are we becoming? What are we teaching ourselves? What muscles are we developing? What value do we have to our society? What value do we have to him? I expect my son to work because my Father in heaven expects me to work. And that is why work is coextensive with grace.